Do you hear that? I think that's the sound of the reading rush. Hey guys, it's me, Blue. Welcome back to my channel. I am super excited. I know I'm doing 2 videos. It's weird, it's crazy, but I'm excited anyway. I really wanted to touch base with you guys and kind of talk to you about a TBR. I know, of all the things that I've done lately, I'm going to do a TBR and hopefully stick with it. So we'll have to see what happens. I am really bad at making to be read lists and not sticking to them. So today is going to be a fun adventure for everyone, and we'll have to see what happens. So this TBR, okay, first I have to explain a couple things. Number one, I am part of a group on Facebook called Book Battles. If you're part of it, that's awesome. This month our theme is different flavors of ice cream. And me being the well-rounded Canadian I am and mother of 2 children, my team is Team Coffee for obvious reasons. I need caffeine. So there are lots of different prompts. It's basically a month-long readathon that gives you different prompts. There's also charity options. There's different freebie options. This month, of course, it's eat ice cream, watch a culinary show, watch fireworks, and bake some kind of picnic. Or you can, like, instead of ice cream, you can eat hot dogs or french fries or cola. So it's kind of interesting. It's really fun to like branch out and read different books again, like in any readathon. And so that's kind of what I'm doing this month. Along with that, now the book battle usually lasts until the 26th. On the 26th, they finish the book battle, and on the 28th, they start hinting for the next month, and then they start posting the theme for the next month so everybody can sign up and get assigned teams by the 1st. The exception to that being, of course, February, which is much shorter. They do a shorter book battle. So it's just been a lot of fun getting to know other people, getting to know other readers, and of course, readathons are always great. Anyway, so the reason I'm bringing that up is because, like I said, the book battle, I'm doing this like you can see that I'm tapping on a book battle. My book battle ends on the 26th. The reading rush, formerly Booktubeathon, ends on the 28th and starts on the 22nd. So I have 6 days of overlap, I think. 22nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. 5 days of overlap, excuse me, over the 7-day period. And it means that if I want to do the reading rush prompts, I also have to do book battle prompts. So there's a lot of overlap for me. I do that a lot. I don't know what's wrong with me. And next month is going to be crazier because I have the Newts and also the Disney readathon. I think I might have a problem. Anyway, we're just gonna move on. Yesterday was the cutoff date for the giveaway for sharing your TBR, but because I'm not really interested in the giveaway, it really didn't matter to me, and I still wanted to share my TBR list. Because, like I said, you know, the Booktubeathon reading rush is what got me onto BookTube in the first place. I didn't think I could be part of the Booktubeathon unless I was a booktuber. And so it's just kind of a huge thing for me. So that being said, we have a wonderful list of 7 different prompts that we get to do. Yay. So, I have my books. I'm super excited because it's all next week. So some of them, like I said, are going to be repeats. Well, not repeats, but some of them are going to be overlap. So we will have to have some fun and see what happens. So the Booktubeathon / reading rush goes from the 22nd to the 28th. It was I'm going to take a minute and just brush my tongue for a second. Okay. It was introduced by Ariel Bissett 4 years ago? 4 years ago? 2014, I think? 5 years ago? Anyway, she's been doing it for quite a while, and it changed from the booktubeathon to the reading rush this year, and there's a whole new element of badges and achievements and friends, and it's all on a new website. It's a whole different adventure, so I'm super excited for it. And of course, we have the wonderful reading prompts. It's a 7-day period, which of course means 7 books in 7 days. And this year, I also have VBS at my church going on, which means half of my day is going to be gone for 5 of those days. So essentially, I have to read 7 books in 4.5 days, because that's the amount of time I have. So that's going to be an interesting adventure. Okay, so we're just going to start off. I'm going to tell you the prompt, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm reading for it. I guess that makes sense for a TBR list. Okay. I haven't done this in a while. I'm a little rusty. I apologize. Okay, so prompt number 1, purple on the cover. And I chose The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one by Amanda Lovelace. I have wanted to read this forever. I kept seeing Amanda Lovelace's name come up on different Twitter feeds and different like Instagram pics, and I really, really wanted to get my hands on it. It's such a unique looking book that I've kind of been itching to get at it. This will probably be the first one I'm finished, but it looks really, really good, and it's been on my list for a while. So I'm excited by that one. The next is to read a book in the same spot. What did I have for that one? This one. This is one that I picked up at my bookstore at a library book sale, and it is called Extremely Loud and Incredibly Up Close. And it is about a boy who is looking for his father during 9/11 and or after 9/11. And he has a key, and he's looking for the lock that matches it. And so it's kind of, it looks really exciting. It's one that I've wanted to read. It's kind of been on my TBR list for quite a while. So the book I read in the same spot, I probably am going to sit right where I'm sitting. If not, I'm going to sit in the blue chair that you've probably also seen me in some of my videos. But those are really the most comfortable spots for me to read. I like the table most of the time, so it'll probably wind up being over here. But that's to read in the same spot. I liked the element last year of wearing the hat, but what can we do? A book you meant to read last year, and for that one I chose The Sea Witch by, I don't know her first name, Sarah Henning. I almost called her Kat Henning. By Sarah Henning. This last year, I think it was about September or October, there was somebody else who did a mermaidathon, and she had a huge, tremendous list of different mermaid books, including Daughter of a Siren Queen. Oh my goodness, what are the different ones? So many different mermaid ones. And of course, this one was on it. And I sort of fell in love with this, and it wound up on my TBR. And I really wanted to read it last year, even though I wasn't during the mermaidathon. But it just looks like, look at that cover. That is a gorgeous cover. Like, oh my gosh. So I'm super excited by that. That is the book that I meant to read last year and didn't get a chance. The next one is an author's first book, and this one is going to be my audiobook. I always try to get an audiobook, especially for like a cramathon or now for the reading rush, because I know that there's always going to be time when I have to cook, or I have to clean, or I have to do things that are not sitting down and reading. And so that one is going to be oh, I almost said Louisa May Alcott. Whoa, totally wrong era. So I'm using I think it's Lucy Maud Montgomery. She wrote the Anne of Green Gables books, so that's the one that I'm reading. I'm reading the Anne of Green Gables. Is her very first book. That's the one that got her published. So even though it's a reread for me, well, listen, I suppose, I'm gonna download that one and I'm gonna listen to that one. Okay, it's number 5. This one was really hard for me. So here's the thing. I don't remember which readathon it was for, but I needed to read the book Foundry Side, and I never got around to it, which was kind of crummy. So I decided I was going to read it this month because, of course, number 1, I had to return to the library, and number 2, I really did want to read it. So I finally got it returned, I finally got to read it, and I regretted it because I needed to read a book with a non-human main character for this prompt, and that one would have been perfect because Clef, of course, being... I shouldn't give that away, but Clef is a key. So it's really, really fascinating that he is like a non-human character who talks and is very prominent in the book. So first of all, recommend Foundry Side, good book. Excited for the sequel. And number two, if you're doing this readathon and you haven't finalized your TBR list, Foundry Side, I am talking very quickly, I'm sorry. Foundry Side would be a perfect read for this prompt. But as I've already read it this month and returned to the library, I decided I would pick A Dog's Purpose. Now, my daughter loves this movie. She's seen it like 3 or 4 times with her class. She's 7 and she really loves this movie, and I would be remiss if I didn't pick up the book and read it first before I saw the movie. So I'm super excited to get my hands on that. And of course, the dog is the main character. So that's number 5. Non-human main character. Done. Number 6, we have to read a book with 5 or more titles. 5 or more words in the title. I have a lot of them. I have a mosquito buzzing around me. I'm keeping my eyes open. But I have a lot of them, but this is the one that I really, really wanted to read. I am regretting this immensely because I think most of mine have well over 400 words. Oh, do you see? Did I get him? I don't think I got him. But I know he was right in my face. Saskatchewan in mosquito season. Yay! So, this is The Home for Unwanted Girls, and it's by Joanna Goodman, and I really wanted to read this. My mother-in-law bought this for me because she's my enabler, and I fell in love with it, and I really did want to read it, and it's been on my TBR list. I'm pretty sure it was on a TBR for another readathon that I did, and I didn't get a chance to read it because I just either ran out of time or whatever. And this one might be the same way. We'll see. I'm going to try to read 7 books, and if I don't, we'll have to see what happens. So, Home for Unwanted Girls. And they said, Ariel said that the words like the counted towards the word count, so we have the Home for Unwanted Girls. 5 words. And finally, I have to read and watch a book to movie adaptation, and I picked Julie and Julia. Now, I read this, I didn't read this, I watched the movie and I fell in love with it. I think Meryl Streep does a tremendous job as Julia Child, and I've just been super excited to actually read the book and learn more about the blog that that Julie actually put together. And when I was looking for it at my library, they're like, yes, nonfiction. I'm like, that worries me a little bit. But even though I'm worried because it's nonfiction, I'm also very excited because, like, it's a true story. Like, it actually happened. Like, Julie did put together 524 recipes in 1 year. And that's really cool. So I get to actually read her journey and read the book behind her journey. So there's that. So that's my TBR for the month. Let me see if I can stack them all up and get an actual good visual. I'm super excited. I have a couple of readathons going on. My readathon for next month changed slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's my... I've got one upside down. Ah! Actually, I've got a bunch. You know what? I'm just going to leave it like this. It seems to be the best way to do it. They're all just gonna fall. Anyway, so there's my list. So I'm super excited for this. Like I said, this is what got me started in BookTube in the first place. So it feels like my life has this month has kind of come full circle. And I got some lots of really exciting news today. So, you know, maybe life isn't so bad. So I think that's it for me. I've got another little bit of editing that I've got to do, and of course I'm going to say goodnight, support your local library, knowledge is power, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hey, it's me again. Just before I go, I'm sorry about this. Just before I go, I wanted to say, if you like this video, I am hoping to do more, and I would really love it if you guys would like and subscribe to this video. Leave a comment down below, like if there's anything that you'd like to see, like if you've read any of these books or could recommend like books or like authors. I would love to read them. I'd love to find out if you guys are doing the reading rush as well. Let me know. I'm excited. You can find me over on the Reading Rush website. I'm under Blue Sapphire. So that's it from me. Have a good night. Bye bye.